Greetings, signs and moons. We're going to go ahead and get into channeling this energy. Either show me what it is I need to see. Now, because this reading is so complicated, I made the decision to interpret it on tier 2. And this is because of the ins and outs pertaining to this reading. Now, for one of you, you have some sort of engagement with an institution. However, currently, you're not aware that someone that you have speaking for you is going to back out. And this is because something surrounding this case doesn't sit right with them. Now, what I'm also getting is someone took a moment to breathe. And because they did so, they were able to see things clearly. Now, your perception of this individual is not a good one. And because of this, you may also be feeling like you need to get away. Now, in regards to the near future, someone may have recently invited you to a graduation. And because of this, you are now feeling uneasy around this person. Now, for some, this has a lot to do with a certificate. However, for others, this is talking about a degree. Now, if you feel like this is you, what I'm getting is someone attempted to hack your device. However, they weren't able to do so. And because of this, they may have opted to send you malware. Now, for those that open up attachments in their email, what this is talking about is someone that you recently performed with or someone that asked you out may have not known that there was a virus attached to an email. And because of this, currently, someone is feeling like they need to say something or you do. And this is because this individual is hearing voices. Now, for those that are trying to distinguish between voices that are otherworldly and connectivity, what this is talking about is someone hearing a clicking or some sort of melody playing in their mind. Now, if you feel like you've connected to an octili, what this is talking about is someone sending distorted visions into your mind's eye. And because you accept it, they're going to say that you are under their control, or vice versa. Now, in regards to shrooms, what this is talking about is someone taking psychedelics. However, these particular psychedelics do something to your mind. And because of this, I'm going to advise you to stop. Now, someone not knowing the ledge is also what I'm picking up. And this is talking about a tea leaf reader and a barista. However, you're not aware that this individual used to work at a cafe. And because of this, someone is going to say that it was a popular one back in the day. Now, you may know of a merger or a buyout. And because of this, you may opt to say that that is what happened to your company in the recent past. Now, what I also know to be true is someone that is a trucker is also an individual that experienced some type of hacking in the past. However, they weren't aware that it was from a malfunction pertaining to an app that they use. Now, in regards to someone's counsel, what this is talking about is you appearing at an intersection. And when you did so, you may have noticed something across the street. Now, what this is talking about is someone using an instrument in order to be able to locate your whereabouts. However, you're not aware that it's not a GPS. And this is because while you're taking your phone, someone else is tracking your longitude and latitude. Now, you may have recently seen a reading that talked about someone pinpointing your location. And since this is the case, I'm going to advise you now that that is indeed what this individual did. However, because you were out of town, this person decided that they would do it when you came back into their environment. Now, what this is talking about is an OnStar that you may call something else. However, what it is indeed an OnStar. Now, you may have recently rented a vehicle, and since this is the case, my advice for you is to not turn on the satellite, because whatever someone did in the privacy of their own home is the reason why they're picking up distortion in another galaxy. Now, what I'm also getting is something pertaining to someone's electricity. Now, you could be somewhere where you see flashing lights. However, what I'm getting is this particular distortion happens while you're in the mirror or in the bathroom. And because of this, you may opt to say that there's wiring issues. However, what I'm getting is there's an issue with connectivity. Now, this could stem from the way the building is built or the fact that you don't have the right bulb plugged into the socket. Now, this certainly is talking about something that is discontinued, but not only that, what this is getting to is someone detaching from a certain environment. Now, if you feel like this is you, you may have recently received a document, and on this document, it talked about vacating. Now, if you feel like this is you, what I'm getting is you were part of an ascension, and because you ascended, that meant you could no longer be in that environment. However, for someone particularly, they may feel like that is where they get connectivity. And since this is the case, what I foresee is something coming full circle in regards to an institution and someone's counsel. I'm being guided to end it here. Deuces. What is your name? What is your name? Sergisias Etha.